Welcome to race number 5 of the 2025 Diecast IndyCar League season. The biggest one of them all, the crown jewel, the Indianapolis 500. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the first annual Diecast IndyCar League Indianapolis 500. Starting on pole is Colton Herta. He'll finally get a chance to see the front. Starting in starting in second is Kiffin Simpson. And starting third is Jacob Abel, rookie Jacob Abel, who always finds a way to start in the front. Can he put a good race together? Let's see. Row number 2 is Scotty Mack. Let's see what he can do in the yellow submarine. Nolan Siegel in 5th place, and then rookie Kyle Larson making his Diecast IndyCar League debut. Really good qualifying effort by the Arrow McLaren drivers. Row 3 is Christian Rasmussen. Hasn't had a really good season at all, but Ed Carpenter Racing is normally very fast at Indy. Let's see what he can do today. Pato Award starts 8th, and Alex Palou starts 9th. Row number 4, we have the final Arrow McLaren car of Christian Lundgaard. 4 Arrow McLaren cars in the top 10. Really good qualifying effort by them. Another good qualifying effort was Chip Ganassi Racing, as they had all 3 of their cars inside the top 11. Scott Dixon starts 11th. And then on the outside of row number 4 is Marcus Ericsson. Let's see what he can do today. Row number 5, we have Alexander Rossi, one of the 4 championship contenders currently. He will start the furthest out of the 4, as the top 4 in points qualified 13th or lower. Rookie Louis Foster in 14th and Stingray Robb in 15th. Hunkos Hollinger Racing did not have a good qualifying effort, neither did Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. Another team that didn't have a good qualifying effort was Team Penske, besides Scotty Mack, of course. Will Power is on the inside of row number 6. Then in the middle, we have new driver for Chip Ganassi Racing / Meyer Shank Racing, Felix Rosenquist, making his debut in the Carvana number 48. And Joseph Newgarden, the all-time wins leader in the Diecast IndyCar League, and the first ever multi-time winner in this series, starts 18th. In the final 3-car row, we have the other Hunkos Hollinger Chevrolet, Hoosier Connor Daly. And in the middle, we have Graham Rahal, the current points leader in the Diecast IndyCar League. Not a great qualifying effort from him. Let's see if he can fly to the front today. And making his debut, the legendary Elio Castroneves for new team Meyer Shank Racing. Let's see what they can do today, as him and Felix did not start off well. And starting 22nd and dead last is second in points, Kyle Kirkwood. Let's see what he can do. Can he fly his way up to the front and challenge his teammate Colton Herta for the first ever Indianapolis 500 win? Let's see. So, 30 laps today here at Indianapolis, as this is our crown jewel race. And I am really excited for today. Let's see what this race has in store for us. But first, we got to get the other channel started. So let's do that now. Hello everyone, welcome to race number 5 of the Diecast IndyCar League. Today is a big day, a very big day. As the rain is gone, the weather is cloudy and overcast, it's finally time for the first annual Diecast IndyCar League Indianapolis 500. The big one, the crown jewel, the one everyone wants to win. Well, it's time for a 30-lap battle today between 22 drivers. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. On pole today, for the first time ever, he's starting up in the front. It's Colton Herta. Let's see what he can do in the front today and maybe get his first really good finish of the year and his first win of his career and his first Indianapolis 500. Starting in second is probably Chip Ganassi's best driver on the year, which is shocking to say. It's Kiffin Simpson. And to his outside, starting third, it's Jacob Abel, the rookie, who always manages to qualify well. Let's see if he can stay up in the front in the race this time. Starting in row number 2 is Scott McLaughlin, in that yellow submarine. That car always does well here, and it's proven its point again. He'll start 4th. Starting 5th is the first of 4 Arrow McLaren cars inside the top 10. It's Nolan Siegel. Let's see if he can stay up in the front for once. And starting on the outside is NASCAR veteran and making his Diecast Indycar League debut today, Kyle Larson for Arrow McLaren in that beautiful blue and orange HendrickCars.com Arrow McLaren Chevy number 17. Let's see what he's got in store today as he tries to do the double. Racing today in Indianapolis and later on in Homestead, Florida. Then, in row number 3, we got the first of the 2 Ed Carpenter cars, Christian Rasmussen, who's had a very down season so far. Ed Carpenter Racing always does well, and maybe today will be the first time Christian Rasmussen gets a good result in this series. In 8th place is Pato O'Ward. He's had a very solid season. He always does well here. Let's see what he can do here at Indy. And to the outside, in row number 3, it's Alex Palou, who has had a very up and down season, has never won an oval before, or a road course in his career, but he normally struggles on ovals. Can he challenge those struggles and run up front and win one today? Rounding out your top 10 is the 4th and final Arrow McLaren car, Christian Lundgaard. Can he rise to the occasion and finally have a good run this season, as he's had a very down year? Let's see what he can do. Chip Ganassi Racing had a very good qualifying effort, as all 3 of their cars are inside the top 11. Scott Dixon starts 11th. He runs very well here. Let's see what he can do. And Marcus Ericsson rounds out row number 4 on the outside. Then, in row number 5, we have Alexander Rossi, one of the 4 championship contenders this year, at least at the moment. All 4 championship contenders qualified 13th or worse. Not a great day for them, but it could be big for somebody 5th on back in points. Rookie Louis Foster is the lead Rahal car in 14th, as they did not have a good qualifying effort, and neither did Juncos Hollinger, as Stingray Robb is their highest car in 15th. Row number 6, we have 2 of the Team Penske cars. Will Power, who's had a very awful season since winning St. Pete, and making his debut today is Felix Rosenquist, with a combination effort of Chip Ganassi Racing and new team Meyer Shank Racing. He'll start 17th today and look to fly to the front in that beautiful Carvana 48 Honda. Joseph Newgarden, the all-time wins leader in this series, the only multi-time winner in this series, and a championship contender so far. He'll start 18th today, and he'll look to fly to the front. He does very well here. Connor Daly is the last Juncos car. He'll start 19th in row number 7. And points leader, Graham Rahal, starts 20th. Can he go from 20th to 1st to win his second Diecast IndyCar League race, his first Indy 500? Let's see what he can do today. And then Elio Castroneves making his debut, the legendary Elio Castroneves for new team, Meyer Shank Racing, will start 21st. What can he do today? And starting dead last is current runner-up in the point standings, Kyle Kirkwood. Can he fly from last to first and challenge his teammate Colton Herta for an Indy 500 victory? We'll find out here in a few seconds. So let's take a look at your race facts. 30 laps today here at Indianapolis, as this is the longest race of the season. Very overcast. There was weather earlier on. It looks like it has left the state of Indiana for the moment, and we can go racing for 30 laps here at the Indianapolis 500. The big one, the crown jewel. This is IndyCar. This is the Indianapolis 500. Here we go, we're green. lap one of the first ever lap in the Diecast Indycar League at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For the Indianapolis 500s, led by Kiffin. He'll lead lap number one. Jacob Abel goes to second, and Jacob Abel challenges Kiffin for the lead on the outside. Here's Colton Herta, and Kyle Larson's already up in the front. Big momentum change. Here comes Nolan. He's up looking for third. Rasmussen and Palou fight. Scotty Mack is there. Pato and Erickson fight for ninth. Right now, it's a very stacked at the front of the field. A lot of names up in the front that you normally see, and some names up in the front that you don't normally see, as well as rookie Kyle Larson on debut already up in the front here in the Indianapolis 500. As he looks for third place on pole sitter Colton Herta and Nolan Siegel, his teammate. But meanwhile, Jacob Abel, the rookie for Dale Coyne Racing, goes to the lead with Kiffin Simpson to his inside. Side by side as we begin lap number 3. Look at this, 4 wide for third place. Nolan Siegel wins out, and here he comes. He's up into the front. Still 3 wide between Larson, Colton, and Rasmussen, and Larson gets fourth. Rasmussen and Herta will fight for fifth. Palou and McLaughlin enter that battle as they're 3 wide for ninth. Pato, Dixon, Erickson all 3 wide. A lot of chaos currently going on throughout the field. Some people flying to the front, others falling back. Scott Dixon looks to have a really good car. So does Joseph Newgarden. Christian Rasmussen looks like he's got a good car. But there are some guys who are just stuck in the back of the pack, like Will Power, Graham Rahal, Kyle Kirkwood. Alexander Rossi's also falling back. But still side by side for the lead between the 8 of Kiffin and the 18 of Jacob Abel. Colton Herta has already fallen outside of the top 5. Not a good run for your pole sitter. As for the lead, Jacob Abel takes the lead. Got a freight train going on. So we begin lap number 4. Here comes Kiffin Simpson back to the inside of Jacob Abel for the lead. Christian Rasmussen, there's a big train that's going to blow by him. Here comes Colton Herta with a push from Scotty Mack. Up into the 4th position. He'll look to fight Nolan Siegel. But the 18 and the 8 still side by side for the lead here in Indianapolis. We take a look in the back as Graham Rahal and Kyle Kirkwood still find themselves in 20th and 22nd place. Kirkwood did get around Elio for a quick second, but then Elio immediately passed him back. Elio doesn't look like he has a good car. Kirkwood goes into 21st now. Graham passes Connor. I'll look to try and pass his team car, Louis Foster, as he is faded back throughout the field. 30 laps in this race, longer than your normal Diecast IndyCar League race. There are people falling back. Pato Ward is falling back. 3 wide for third. Scotty Mack got impatient. He's going to try and go around the outside of both Herta and Siegel. And he might fly to the front here. side by side for the lead now. Kiffin and Nolan, lap 6. So much chaos. Look at the rookie Larson. Look at the 3 wide to the inside for the lead. Abel and McLaughlin still side by side. 3 wide for 7th. Rasmussen gets ahead of Erickson and Pillow. Penske boys coming to the front. Joseph and Power. Lap 6, it's getting very tight throughout the field. A lot of very close and very intense racing. Throughout the pack. Looks like they might be going 4 wide in the back. Stingray, Foster, Graham, and Kirkwood all battling each other right now. That's for, I believe, 17th place. But the battle is still up in the front. And look, don't look now, but remember how far back Joseph Newgarden and Will Power started? They're already looking to go for a spot in the top 5. They've passed Pillow and Erickson. They're both inside the top 10. They're about to catch their teammate, Scotty Mack. 4-car fight for the lead, and it looks like Nolan Siegel's going to take it. Here's Kyle Larson, though, to the inside. And the rookie, Kyle Larson, already making his presence felt, passing his teammate, Nolan Siegel, for the lead. At least for a quick second he did, but now Nolan takes it back on lap number 7. Larson falls all the way back to 4th. Kiffin and Colton make it 3 wide with Nolan. Here we go. Jacob Abel and Christian Rasmussen fight for 5th spot. Here comes Joseph and Power for 7th as they have gotten ahead of their teammate Scotty Mack. Erickson, Pillow fight for the last spot inside the top 10. Then Dixon, Pato, and Lundgaard. Rossi gets ahead of Felix. And they're 4 wide back there. Kirkwood wins that battle as he and Graham are now starting to make progress. Very bad day for Juncos Hollinger. Connor is 22nd. Then Stingray has fallen back to 20th. Bad day for them and Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan, as Graham and Foster are right by each other in 18th and 19th. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Pillow, Erickson, McLaughlin. Scotty Mack wins that battle. Well, it's been the top 6 all day long, as here's Larson falling back. Abel and Rasmussen looking to go by. Here come the 2 and the 12, though. That freight train looking for the lead as Colton Herta goes back to the front on lap 8. And they'll go 3 wide again. Him, Nolan, Kiffin, all 3 wide. Rasmussen gets a push up the 4th. They'll try and get up to the front here. Rasmussen, Newgarden, and Power all pushing Nolan Siegel past into the lead. Jacob Abel joins that freight train as it looks like Nolan will go the lead, followed by Kiffin, or followed by Rasmussen, and then Joseph and Power. Kiffin and Herta are going to fall back. Battles going on throughout this pack, but the lead battle is the very most exciting one at the moment. 4 wide here again. Pato, Dixon, Rossi, and Graham. We're all 4 wide for a moment. Looks like Dixon's going to win that scrap. We're coming up to lap number 9. No caution so far. Very surprising. Freight freight train going on right now between the top 9, as it's Nolan leading Rasmussen, then Joseph and Power up in the front of this field. Big push to the inside. It's Joseph Newgarden looking for the lead. He'll go to second. Power to third. Rasmussen to fourth. We begin lap number 10. Really good battling throughout the pack. Kiffin trying to pass Jacob Abel. No go there. Erickson is now unleashed to help his teammate Colton Herta. We're already 1/3 of the race through. 4 wide in the back. Felix, Stingray, Foster, and Connor. 4 wide. Felix is going to get the worst out of it. He'll fall all the way back to last. It looks like. As the experience of Graham, Elio, and Kirkwood are starting to bold their way to the front. Marcus Erickson has joined this lead pack. Here he is going to the inside of Kiffin and Jacob Abel. For the lead now, Joseph Newgarden flexing his muscles. Here he is to the lead. Didn't take Joseph long. It only took him 10 laps. Well, he'll lose the lead right there as Nolan gets it back. Here comes Colton Herta and Will Power as we begin lap number 11. Oh, here comes Marcus Erickson making a bold move to the front. Kyle Larson and Scotty Mack are coming back. Pato Ward, Scott Dixon, Alex Pillow follow them. What a start for Team Penske. Coming to lap number 12 here. A lot of action going on throughout this pack as it's still the 7 and the 26 side by side for the lead. Or did I say the 7? Sorry, the 6 and 26 side by side for the lead. Followed by the 12 of Will Power now, who's in the third. Colton Herta back to the lead. Here comes Will Power to the inside on lap number 12. Power goes to the lead. Joseph in the second. Colton in the third. Here's Marcus Erickson looking for fourth, which will eventually turn to third and still go 3 wide for third. Another 3 wide behind them. Larson, Rasmussen, Abel. This pack is getting very stacked up. Oh, trouble! Trouble off in turn 4, and it's the top 3 in the points. Graham Rahal is destroyed. He crashes with Kyle Kirkwood, and Alexander Rossi is with him. Big crash into the outside wall. And there's your first caution of the race. Graham lost control off of 4, and Alexander Rossi and Kyle Kirkwood had nowhere to go. And the top 3 in points smash together and crash out of the Indianapolis 500. Kyle Kirkwood, Alexander Rossi, and Graham will each collect their worst results of the season, and results where you can only finish in the Indianapolis 500, 22nd, 21st, and 20th. Very unfortunate for them. So Kyle Kirkwood, who's been in the top 10 every week besides Barber, where he got an 11th there, finishes dead last in Indianapolis. Alexander Rossi, who actually has finished in the top 10 every week, will finish 21st here at Indy. And Graham Rahal, who has finished in the top 10 since he won at the Thermal Club, which is the second race of the year. He's finished in the top 5 actually ever since. Will finish 20th today in the Indy 500. So let's take a look at where everyone currently resides throughout the pack. Dead last right now on track is Louis Foster. Then Felix Rosenquist is 18th. Stingray Robb is 17th. Connor Daly 16th. Elio Castroneves 15th. Christian Lundgaard 14th. Scott Dixon 13th. Alex Palou in 12th. Kiffin Simpson runs 11th. Then starting out your top 10, Puddle Award in 10th. Scott McLaughlin in 9th. 8th place is Jacob Abel. 7th place is Christian Rasmussen. 6th place, rookie Kyle Larson, as this will be the halfway point of the race right here. 5th is Colton Herta. 4th is Nolan Siegel. 3rd place, we have Marcus Ericsson and the Penske 1-2 of Will Power and Joseph Newgarden are your leaders at the halfway point of the first annual Diecast Racing IndyCar League Indianapolis 500. So we'll restart on lap 15 of 30 with Will Power, Joseph Newgarden, Marcus Ericsson. Your top 3. Here we go at Indy. We're green. Good restart for Joseph. He goes to the outside. They're crashing already. Marcus Ericsson gets taken out. Colton Herta sneaks by. This is going to be a big wreck. Look out, everybody. Head to the inside. Oh, Jacob Abel plows his way into it. Big crash. Caution's going to be out right away. This is going to be a mess. Everyone's going to try and avoid it. Oh, Kiffin's going to go right into it. Kiffin Simpson's in the crash. He goes on top of Jacob Abel and Nolan Siegel. A big crash for the 8. Kiffin Simpson's going to actually flip over. First ever flip in the Diecast IndyCar League. Kiffin Simpson upside down heading into turn 1. Jacob Abel plows into it. This is going to be a red flag immediately. Red flag immediately. Everyone's got to slow down. Hopefully everyone gets by it. Front straightaway is completely blocked as Marcus Ericsson is destroyed, but the rest of the field get by, and no, Lundgaard's going to be in it. Connor Daly crashes into it. Felix plows into it as well. Big accident here at Indianapolis, as this is the big one. Let's hope Kiffin Simpson is all right. He had a great run going. And unfortunately, it's going to end up with him on his lid. Marcus Ericsson spins to the inside. Nolan Siegel spins. Kiffin Simpson upside down. Jacob Abel, Christian Lundgaard. And then, oh man, just a huge accident. Jacob Abel ends up on top of cars. But we are under red flag due to a massive 8-car pileup here at Indianapolis on the front straightaway, which has taken out some heavy hitters in this race. Felix Rosenquist, Marcus Ericsson climb out fine. It all started when Nolan Siegel went to push Marcus Ericsson, just pushed him wrong, and that turned the 28 around. Colton Herta did an amazing job of getting by, and then the field plowed in. Kiffin Simpson went over the back of I believe, the 18, and then went over the 6 as well. And Jacob Abel ended up on top of Christian Lundgaard. Connor Daly had nowhere to go. Christian Lundgaard had nowhere to go. Nolan Siegel took a few big hits. And then Kiffin Simpson tipped over. Big flip for him. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully we get that car up right here in the next couple of moments as the American Legion Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing, who has probably been the best driver for them this year, ends up being the first one to flip over in the Diecast Indycar League. So Kiffin Simpson, his car is upright, and he climbs out of the car under his own power. But he will be dragged back to the garage after being caught up in the biggin. So we'll get you set for the restart. Hopefully it'll be a clean one this time. Joseph Newgarden leads again. Then it's Will Power. Then it's Colton Herta. Then it's the rookie Kyle Larson. Then Christian Rasmussen in 5th. Great run for him. Scotty Mack in 6th. Otto Hu in 7th. Scott Dixon in 8th. Alex Palou in 9th. And Elio Castroneves has now found himself in 10th. Stingray Robb in 11th. And Louis Foster in 12th. So some guys are having brilliant runs today. So now let's take a look at your results. 19th place was Felix Rosenquist. Not a good run for him in his only start of the season, it looks like. Marcus Ericsson, 18th. Going through another rough patch this season. 17th is the rookie Jacob Abel. He's had a very up and down rookie season. Connor Daly in 16th. He's had a pretty bad season. Got a top 5 last week at the Indy Road Course. Unfortunately today, in the big one, that he wants to win so bad, he will finish 16th. In 15th, we got Christian Lundgaard. Finally got his first top 10 of the season last week. And wasn't really having a great run today, but unfortunately got caught up. And then one of the big names, Nolan Siegel, who's shown flashes of potential this year, just can't get a good finish. He'll be 14th. And Kiffin Simpson, who's had a really solid season, finishes 13th after scraping his helmet. So, here we go. Green flag on lap 18 of 30. We're back underway in the Indianapolis 500. Will Power gets a great start. Will Power looks to the lead. Colton Herta goes in the second. Rasmussen and Larson find themselves fighting for 4th. Otto, Dixon, Scotty Mack. Here come the Arrow McLaren boys trying to get up there. Looks like the top 10 have the best cars. Or that's the top 9, actually. Elio, Stingray, and Foster don't have good cars at all. The challenge for this. Here comes the 3rd Penske car, Scotty Mack, to 5th place. Or at least he's trying to get by Christian Rasmussen. To the inside for the lead, Colton Herta. With Will Power there challenging. Herta to the lead on lap 19. Here comes the 17 of Kyle Larson, making it 3 wide. Bold move. Larson making it 3. Power gets a push from Joseph. Power looking to get the lead. 3 wide for 5th. Here's Pato. Pato goes by Scotty Mack and Rasmussen. Dixon and Pelosi, the only two Ganassi cars left, still side by side. Maybe Stingray can challenge now. He's gotten ahead of the 06 and the 45. Oh, Louis Foster had a big moment. What a great save by Louis Foster. Side by side for fourth now. Joseph and Pato. Joseph wins out. Scotty Mack and Rasmussen still side by side, but we're 3 wide for the lead. Power, Larson. Larson falls back. It's going to be Power and Herta side by side. Power wins it. 3 wide for second. Lap 20. Herta again challenging Power. Colton Herta back to the lead. What an effort this has been for Colton Herta, trying to get his first win of the year, of his career, in his first ever couldn't run. Big push from Scott Dixon. Here he comes. And that's a huge shot to Scotty Mack. And it gets him very sideways. He runs into his teammate Power. They both walk up the track. That's good. Oh, Newgarden makes contact. Everyone's making big time contact. Hang on to it, folks. Hopefully everyone hangs on. Stingray gets by Pelot for 9th. Looks like Pelot's car is starting to fade. 4 wide. 4 wide for 4th. And Pato gets sideways. He saves it. Oh, Joseph Newgarden. There he goes. Another championship contender. In the wall, down the back straightaway. All 4 of them hit the wall. Caution's going to come out. Question was, who was leading at the time of caution? We're getting told it was Will Power. But Joseph Newgarden made contact with Christian Rasmussen, and that sent him spinning and into the inside wall hard. Big hit for Joseph. And he will not finish the Indianapolis 500. Caution comes out on lap 20. Will Power leading, Colton Herta second, Kyle Larson in third, Christian Rasmussen 4th, Scott McLaughlin 5th, Pato Award 6th, Scott Dixon 7th, Stingray 8th, Alex Pelot 9th, Elio Castroneves 10th, and Louis Foster 11th. Joseph Newgarden will finish 12th, and he had a really good car. And unfortunately, the winner at Long Beach and last week's Indy GP is out after having a really strong car today. So we're going to restart on lap 23 of 30 with 11 cars left. Will Power leads, Colton Herta second, Kyle Larson third, Christian Rasmussen 4th, Scott McLaughlin rounds out your top 5. Pato Award 6th, Scott Dixon 7th, Stingray Rob 8th, Alex Pelot 9th, Elio Castroneves 10th, and Louis Foster 11th. Here we go. Another restart. We're back underway in Indy. Colton Herta goes to the outside of Will Power to make contact. Colton Herta looking for the lead. Here's Christian Rasmussen. We haven't talked much about the 21 all day, and here he is. There's Pato as well. We haven't talked about Pato at all today, and here he is at the front. Look at Pelot. And Louis Foster. Down the back straightaway we go. So much tight racing. So close together. 4 wide down the backstretch. Stingray with a big move on Dixon and Pelot and Scotty Mack. But who's going to be the leader? Will Power goes back out in front. Here comes Pato with a big run of Rasmussen. Pato gets loose. He saves it. They battle for third behind. Will Power and Colton Herta make contact. They save it. Colton was very sideways. Trouble in the back. Oh, man. We did not see this. Elio Castroneves hard into the inside wall. He went for a spin and whacked it hard. Hard hit for that number 06. Meyer Shank Honda. Question is, who was the leader at the time of caution? It was Colton Herta. And another caution will slow this race down again. Fourth caution of the day. That's Colton Herta in the lead. That's going to be a run to the finish. I don't know. We could maybe have one more caution and finish this under green, but I think this will be the last caution we'll have before we have to end this race under caution. Remember, no overtimes here at Indycar. So, Elio Castroneves finishes 11th on debut, but unfortunately, he jumped the car. So we're coming to lap 26 of 30. Let's run you through your contenders. Colton Herta leads the way. Will Power is second. Pato Award third. Christian Rasmussen fourth. Kyle Larson fifth. That's your top five. Stingray Robb sixth. Scott Dixon seventh. Alex Blow eighth. Scott McLaughlin ninth. Louis Foster 10th. There are only 10 cars remaining here in today's Indianapolis 500. Let's see who will be the win. Here we go. Colton Herta, Will Power, Pato Award. We're green. Will Power goes to the lead immediately. Pato Award looks to his inside. Rasmussen splits the middle. Rasmussen to the outside to make it 3 for the lead. What a move by Christian Rasmussen. And here comes Scott Dixon into the fray. 3 wide for the lead. Behind that is Colton Herta, and then they're double file behind them. Dixon and Larson trying to battle for fifth. Palou trying to help out his Chip Ganassi teammate. But it's Pato, Power, and Rasmussen 3 wide. Who's going to lift first? It's going to be Pato, and then Power's going to take the lead from Rasmussen. Here comes Christian Rasmussen for the lead. Rasmussen out in front on lap 27. Scott Dixon nearly gets turned by Alex Palou. Here comes Dixon and Palou with a big push. And they're going to push Pato out in front. Pato to the lead. Here's Scott Dixon. And Alex Palou trying to make it 3. Scott Dixon hasn't been talked about all day in the front. Here he is with 3 laps to go. Or is it 4 to go? It's 4 to go, sorry. 4 laps left. But the Ganassi boys of Dixon and Palou find themselves in the lead with 4 laps to go. One unbelievable run this is. 3 wide for 4th. That's Rasmussen, Power, and Herta. And Rasmussen's going to win out. Look at Stingray. He hasn't been up in the front all day, but he survived the chaos, and he might get a top 5 out of this. For the lead. Pato Award back out in front. Now Scott Dixon takes it back. Here's Palou up the middle. 3 wide, coming to 3 to go in Indianapolis. Pato to the front. Dixon and Palou side by side again. Can they get to Pato? Palou to the inside. Palou looking for the win. Unbelievably, Stingray Robb is in the mix. Here he comes battling for 4th with Rasmussen and Power. Herta has fallen back as well as Larson and McLaughlin. The rookies battle for the last spot on track. That's for 9th and 10th. Herta and McLaughlin having a really heated battle. But the battle is for the win. And that's Palou, Pato, and Dixon. Don't look now. I can see one of those 3 guys in 4th, 5th, or 6th. Maybe snagging it from these 3. Here comes Scott Dixon with a huge move to the outside. He takes the lead, and then Pato slingshots him back. Here's Dixon and Pillow. 3 wide again. Pillow to the lead. 2 laps to go in Indianapolis. Pato trying to make it 3 again. Here's Dixon. Pillow got beat. Pato and Dixon to the inside of him. Here comes Stingray Robin in the mix. And Willpower. 3 wide for 6. Rasmussen, Herta, McLaughlin. And then Foster and Larson continue their battle. But now it's a 5-car fight for the win. Coming to the last lap. Please, everybody make it. Please, everybody make it. We really want to see a green flag finish to our first ever Diecast Indycar League Indy 500. Who's it going to be? Scott Dixon goes back out in front. Pato and Pillow make contact. 3 wide for the lead once again. More contact. It's looking like it's going to be the 10 and the 5. Here they come. Pato gets a push from Dixon. Now Pillow fights back. Dixon and Pato and Pillow all there. Stingray and Power as well. White flag is out. Pato versus Pillow. And look at this. Look at Stingray. Stingray Rob out of nowhere. Stingray Rob looking for the lead. There's Scott Dixon. Oh, there goes Stingray's chances right there. He just fell back to 5th. No one's going to help him. Rasmussen, McLaughlin, Herta, and Larson all trying to fight back. But it's Pato Award's race right now with Dixon right behind them. Half a lap to go here in Indianapolis. This is going to be very intense. The battle for 6th as well is ramping up, but the battle for the win is going to be very intense between Pato, Dixon, Pillow, maybe Power and Stingray. Here's Power and Stingray 3 wide for 3rd. Can Scott Dixon do anything to pass Pato? He looks to the outside. Dixon to the outside of Pato. They're going to be side by side. Who's it going to be? They're going to get a push. Pato's got the lead. Can Scott Dixon chase him back down? I don't think he will. Pato Award will come out of turn 4 and win the first ever Diecast IndyCar League Indianapolis 500. First career win at the 500. Pato Award does it. Pillow 3rd. Stingray edges Power out for 4th place in a photo finish. And they battled intensely all the way. Rasmussen comes home 6th. Herta 7th. Scotty Mack 8th. Kyle Larson 9th. Louis Foster 10th. But on IndyCar's big day, Pato Award has done it. He is the Indianapolis 500 champion. What a win for Pato. Unbelievable job by this Arrow McLaren team. Finally, they're on the board. Their first win of the season. And it comes by their big-name driver. Pato gets it done. Scott Dixon with an amazing run. He'll come home in 2nd. Pato 1st. What a run for Pato. And he'll get to burn it down. And take the checker flag and take all the thrills of winning an Indianapolis 500. What a win for Pato Award. He is the winner of the inaugural Diecast IndyCar League Indianapolis 500. What a thriller it was. Thank you all for watching. Congratulations to Arrow McLaren and Pato Award. They are the Indy 500 champions. See y'all later. RV out. Peace. What a wild race.